What up, Shinigami Kai? Shinigami here. Welcome back to my channel. And kind of just winging this one. I'm not sure what this video is going to be, but you'll find out by the time. I'm sure you guys know before I do, because you guys get to see the title. Guess we'll make it a black belt thoughts. Talk about a few things. So first thing is going to be, I guess, the Deontay Wilder-Tyson Fury fight. I think Deontay Wilder needs to just never complain about Tyson Fury again. I think he just needs to learn that losing is part of the game, and when you get your ass beat, it's because you got your ass beat. You know, he got knocked out twice by Fury, and he wants to sit there and complain about the gloves again. Tyson Fury did not cheat. Okay, they inspected his gloves. His team approved his gloves this time. I guarantee we didn't cheat last time. You know, just Deontay Wilder needs to not be a sore loser. It's ridiculous. I think the only the way he's whining is kind of pathetic, and it almost makes it really where it's starting to make it seem like the only accomplishment he ever really had was, you know, being one of the few people who actually knew what they were doing that smacked the shit out of Charlie Zelenoff. Which, speaking of, I think it's about time for me to go back down there and show Charlie Zelenoff what's up, and you know, make sure he doesn't fuck with anybody else ever again. To whatever capacity I can. Unlike everybody else, I'm not going to be nice to him. But hopefully I don't get the video demonetized or taken down for that statement. But, you know, Charlie Zelenoff's still out here saying he's 330-something-0 now. It's absolutely nuts. Don't even try to dug me this time, Charlie, because I know where you live. I've been there. You dug me last time. You ain't going to know I'm coming this time, so you can't run. Or, you know, you can always come to the lab. I'll be more than willing to whoop your butt where there's a mat. Yeah, so there's that. Other things in sports. I don't really know there's too much to talk about right now as far as sports goes that other people haven't really covered, like the whole Alana McLaughlin thing. I don't think I need to touch that. I think that's been handled enough. And I don't want to turn my channel into some kind of political debate situation. Don't need that in the comment sections, and I don't need I just don't need the SJWs coming after me. So, yeah, we'll skip over that because everybody else has already covered that. Yeah, I believe I made statements about other situations like Fallon Fox before. So we'll just say my thoughts are the same on this situation as they were for Fallon Fox. I need to go watch some more UFCs so I can cover those. I haven't watched a UFC fight because I don't have, you know, cable to get pay-per-view, and I haven't been to a sports bar in a while, mostly because of the pandemic, because they weren't really open for that. Things are a little different now. I think I should maybe be able to go soon. yeah, speaking of thoughts on that, tired of the pandemic. It's getting on my nerves a lot more than it was. Facebook has a great way of bringing up memories. It's actually a feature of the site. And yesterday, it came up with a memory of a post from 2 years ago, uh, not too long after I got my black belt promotion. I graded my first test of some students where I had to sign a certificate and actually sit at the table grading the students. And it was an amazing experience. And kind of is part of what got taken away from me by this pandemic because it's a park program and we haven't been back since like March of 2020. Um, I should have been able to grade about 4 or 5 more of those by now, and I'd probably have tested again myself by now, once at least, if not twice, depending. But hopefully that comes back soon. January is the target date for that. Apparently, I talked to the park manager, and the assistant manager was pretty funny. I was going to leave, and she was like, "You're famous, right?" I'm like, "Yeah, I know." Um, guess everybody's seeing that kick. It's actually funny. I actually ran into one of my students who's working at the local burger place now, and she saw the kick too, and we had a conversation. Everyone keeps asking me around town. That's been part of the class when it's coming back. Now anybody who sees this from Force 360 Dojo, we should be back in January, tentatively. That's what I've been informed of by the park manager. I'm supposed to come back this month apparently, but because of the variants, the Parks and Rec main office for the county said no. uh, oh, apparently, the Gypsy King has changed his mind about doing MMA. Apparently now he wants to do an MMA match, which could be interesting. Don't know who he'd fight. Everyone wants to see him fight Ngannou. Uh, I'd like to see if it's even possible for him to get down to that weight. I think maybe he should go do that pro MMA fight in another country where they can kind of get away with, like Japan, where they can kind of get away with the weight he's at without him having to lose too much weight, because I think that might affect his performance a little bit. Affect his performance a little bit. Blech. But that could be interesting to see. I remember him saying he would cage box Ngannou, which is interesting, because cage boxing is an original invention of Scarface's specifically for street beefs. So that tells me Tyson Fury watches street beefs, and it's actually kind of cool because apparently a lot of pros watch street beefs. Um, apparently Wonder Boy knows who I am. Maybe that could be good for my career. Is maybe I should go. I have kind of an anchor in South Carolina. She lives about 30 minutes away from his gym. Maybe I should try to move over there and go train with Wonder Boy. Uh, it's a possibility. It's a possibility. I need to get some money together and go visit and go over to Wonder Boy's gym and see what's up over there. Maybe talk to him about it. Wish I could go train at the Leona Machida gym, but that's kind of a drive. And I know it sounds crazy compared to moving all the way across the country, but there's a difference between moving somewhere where you're 30 minutes away from training with one of the best in the game, who's also one of your heroes, versus living about 2.5 hours away and trying to go train with somebody who's, because it's expensive. I don't know anyone I could live with down there. Rent's expensive in Torrance. Um, you know, Rent is expensive everywhere in California. It's nuts. It's one of the reasons I want to leave. Is that the cost of putting a roof over your head here is just absolutely crazy compared to what you actually get, and it's I've had enough of it. Unless I win the lottery, probably ain't sticking around here. And even if I do, I probably still ain't sticking around here. But at least I could spend 6 months in Torrance and go train with the Gracies and Machida and up my game to another level before I get the hell out of here for maybe 6 months to a year. Um, but yeah, think that just about wraps up this video. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. Subscribe to my second channel. Subscribe to all the other Street Beast Fighters channels linked below. Don't forget to shout out to, or to subscribe to the commentators. You know, go find Yankee and the Brit. And, you know, shout out to Craft Beer Review. I miss you guys. Got to get on your show again. Yeah, man. Not a whole lot to say on any more of that stuff. And I'm kind of drawing a blank. So, till next time, Shinigami out.
Shinigami, samurai master, straight up out the land of Lancaster. No one stronger, ain't no one faster. Turning the opponents into Caspers, ghosts, disasters. We don't do no waiting, where I'm from we attack them. Swift KO kick to the chin, leave them napping. Sniff, take a whiff, that's the smell of victory. Better fear, making all my peers' careers history. Big dubs, all we catch is big dubs. Karate chops to his tops, leave them big slumped. Humble beast, beefing in the street. We don't take no loss. You gon' catch defeat. You gon' catch a fist.